Baby, we're not going to Golda. Golda gradually, you could die. Yeah, Golda like 14 from a distance. But Golda's in her place in her sleeping.
Oh, it's 2:14. Eugene.
I'll keep any and we'll go do homework, and then I'll pick up later. And then maybe we'll see you later.
Need this. 5-1.
He's such a good bunny.
5-1.
Buttercup's good too. I thought it was of course Buttercup's sweeter. Yeah, so he makes such a big unit.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm doing it down. It's kind of scratch me.
And Aaron, it is 2:15.
Okay.
Perfect. Perfect timing.
Well, now I'm in the movie.
There you are. How? I don't know how. I don't know how.
Hello.
There he is.
My goodness, you have ears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did I ask you to start with something?
I don't think so.
Okay, then let's start with skills.
Can you turn it up? I can't hear it.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. D minor is fine. If you can play it.
I also have to do this stroke.
Yeah, that's fine. Nice. Very, very nice. Good bow control, everything. Make sure that your bow is always with fingers. And when you change the bow, you connect the notes because sometimes you get kind of extra sound. Sometimes it's a scratch, sometimes it's an extra note, whatever. Okay? Can you do more slurs for me, please?
Yeah.
you sound very, very well, and I can see that you practiced them. My only concern is that you are not always coming to the frog. You don't need to necessarily come to the frog every time when you play music. As a matter of fact, you have to decide how much bowing and which part you need, depending on what kind of sound you want. But when you play a scale, it's best to always reach the bottom of the bow, nicely connect, and keep going. It gives you more exercise and more power. Okay? Not bad at all. Did you only play D minor scale or you played other scales?
Yeah, I only did D minor, but I did.
Okay.
I tried to practice all of the arpeggios.
Yes, I would like to hear that picture. Let's go. Not bad. Did you do the fast ones too?
No, I just no.
Why not? I want you to try. Before we go back to arpeggios and try fast, I want you to try a different scale. How about C minor? It's only a step down. Okay. See, you're very good. How about B minor? Remember, from now on, avoid all open strings when you practice scales. Use your 4 fingers. It's a good way to exercise And you are not going to be able to use open strings all the time, therefore just don't. Okay? Not bad at all. Now let's go back to the arpeggios. I want you to play the first arpeggio for me. 3, 9, and then 18. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's try it. You're doing very, very well. And you're doing actually very much better than some of the older kids in that exercise. Now listen to me carefully. The speed of a human brain is only that fast. When we grow our technique on the violin, we at some point must pass the speed of the brain. We must pass the speed where we can control every note that we play from our minds and start basically letting the fingers go and do their job. We train them slow, but then we just step back and let them be free and fly fast. To find that feeling is very important. It's like riding a bicycle. I'm absolutely certain that your fingers are at least as fast as mine, maybe faster, but I can still play faster than you. Because I don't drive with the handbrake on. Do you understand? You need to let go. And you play very, very well, and I'm sure that if you practice and if you're bugged by your mother, in 2 or 3 months you will basically learn it naturally. But I really want you to try to force it. I want you to try to stop making sour faces every time you miss a note, and when you get to the super fast one, just fly. Relax your fingers and trust them. Let them miss if they have to. Teach them slow, teach them very well, and then let them fly. They should not push the string down to the fingerboard anymore. They should just drop on the string, tap the string. If you aim them well, they will do the job. Try the first one more time. I think you need to play faster. Twice faster. Just fly. Do one more time. Start with 3. you keep going.
Oh.
Just do the first one, but do 9. Do not do 3 anymore. Major. Yeah, it is very nice, but I need it fast. Okay, so this is your challenge for the next time that I see you. You have to teach yourself to be fearless. You have to let go of the controls. You see, I don't need you to play so good and so careful and so clean and so under control. I need you to let the fingers go. Otherwise, you will always play slow. You have to learn to let them go. All right? Otherwise, very, very good. Let me hear your piece. Can you run the first page for me at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the second page. Oh, I have a question.
Yes, please.
On the first note, do I just start from the middle of the bow? Or like, is it a pickup note? Like from here?
What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, can you skip the first note and start on the second, please? Yeah, so you want to be obviously at the front, right?
Yeah.
Now, can you play da 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 da? That's how much bow you need. Go. Okay. Was that hard?
No.
No. Sometimes take a little bit and experiment a little bit. And most of the time, I can guarantee you, you will find the correct answer without it. As a matter of fact, the most important thing for every teacher is to teach the student to teach oneself. Understand? I mean, Mignon at this point probably knows everything that I know. I just have experience of spotting the problems better because I've been doing it 3 times longer than she lived. However, she is working with some of my younger students as my teaching assistant and does fantastic work. And she learns enormous amount of repertoire very fast because she takes chance, she thinks, she finds the solution, and most of the time she is correct. All right? When she plays for me now, and our lessons are long and sometimes exhausting, but most of the time very exciting because I suggest to her different directions and she tries and she finds herself in a different way, in a different color, in a different mood and stuff. There's not much I can teach her about violin technique. She can do it all at this point. Okay? All right, let's go. First page. everything that you do is good. It's under tempo, right? So at some point you need to move the tempo forward. What is your desired speed? Did you try to play in the real tempo yet?
I don't know. Oh. No.
Okay. I believe it says 72 or something. What does it say?
It's 76.
76, yes. To me, 76 is incredibly fast, and most of the great players play it a little bit slower. And I found that what works really well for students is to do 68 for both. So let's try 68 right now and see if you can do it. Okay, stop. I want you to play in that tempo, but I don't want you to rush. You are slightly behind the beat and you try to chase the beat. Instead, play ahead of the beat and play comfortable and macho. Okay, that's the idea. That is the tempo. So don't get used to playing very, very slow. Do you understand? I understand and I appreciate you practicing in slow tempo, and you did a very fine job. You play in tune, you play in time, everything. You need to also think of how you would play it almost twice faster and not to get used to and not to love the slow tempo. I've been there myself. I have learned to enjoy some pieces of music much slower than they're supposed to be, and it was very sad for me to let it go. Understand? Okay, very good. Now, let's go and see whether you can play those trios in time.
Oh.
How about you select the metronome at the tempo that you like and play with the metronome. Let's do 52 instead of 68 and see if that is acceptable for now. Start at letter B. And you missed.
I have a question about this too. On the bowings, do I do it all in one slur or do I split it up?
Yeah, this is a very good question. Typically, it's played on one bow as it is marked. When the player is as young as you are, whose bow is much shorter, we break both big slurs in half. So you go down, up, down, up, yada, pa, 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 understood?
Yeah, I've been
Mark.
doing that.
So you change the bow on the second bar to up bow. Then the graces that's supposed to be separate. Play them instead of up down, play them down up. And then the bar 3 of B is down. And somewhere you can change either on the beat or slightly later on the second bar you change the bow to up bow because remember you have an extra beat there. So perhaps it would be good to play 3 beats down and then 2 beats up to make a crescendo on the grace notes and then hop onto the G string. Pa 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 pa. Understood? Let's try. Really?
Oh.
Did you mark the bowing?
Yeah.
Okay, and do trill. I don't understand why you keep playing that E when you're done with it. You need to jump to the G string right there. Also, look at the end of the second bar of B. The grace notes are separate verbs. I asked you to mark them as down, up. Did you? See, they are right now marked up, down. Reverse that. And do that at the floor.
Did you ever play this with Eugene?
Yes.
She never played this for you.
It's okay. I know she never played it.
No, I know, but you never told her about the bowing.
I just told her about 2 minutes ago.
Oh, I thought you.
Did you mark all the bowings?
I thought you meant you told her last week about that.
No.
I did.
You did? Okay. And by the way, I honestly don't know why is it so difficult for children, but I have never ever met a student yet who didn't have trouble with this trills part. I am still trying to figure out what is it so hard here, but something is. So don't get frustrated. It is difficult. Zoe, who was one of my best students, and she was a classmate of Minion's. She lives in Boston now. She was spectacular at this piece. And even a week before the crowd saw when she was playing this, she could not count correctly. We spent once 40 minutes out of the lesson just trying to get this trills in time. And yes, you need to find the beats. You need to learn to count. And then I would like for you to ask your mom to play the orchestral part on the piano. Because it's very, very critical that you know the melody. You know, the orchestra melody is very important. You need to learn when in the melody you have to understood? And listen to the recordings too. You will actually learn that way much faster. Okay?
Do you want to send us the piano part?
Sure. Let's go to the second page meanwhile.
What was the thing that Marsha wanted? The Sefchiks? That Sean printed out for you.
I think she did.
The Sefchiks? We were also wondering if you could send us a PDF of the Sefchiks. You know, Ella has them all printed out, but that's because Sean did that for her. We don't have it. And Marsha said she might like to have it, and it'd be great to send it to her.
Okay.
Thank you.
I need to try to find the Lalo first. I can't find it. But let me hear the second page, please.
I don't really know it.
I know. That's why you practice and learn it. Set the metronome. I would like for you to, at some point, bring that second page straight forward without any specific delays or accelerandos to 68 for a little bit. Can you turn it to 68 metronome, and let's try to dig. Go for it.
From the beginning?
remember the rhythm. Ta ta yum. Now you are too slow. You need to play faster. Your rhythm. Let's see. Dum. Think of the last note in the previous bar, the T. Not as an eighth note, but a 16 note, and then the other 16 note is split for two graces. The harmonic is supposed to arrive pretty much on the beat. Does that make sense to you? Excellent, you're a smart kid. Let's try. There you go. Yes, right there. Right. Okay, so you will find that note, right? Go on. Of course, that would be a bow, right? Ta-da-yum. Good. And then while you play this last note, orchestra goes pom, 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 and you answer and they go tom, 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 and you go wow, wow, wow. It's like two giant cats fighting. Now, can you look at that first chord and name me the notes?
C, A, F sharp, D sharp.
Yeah. So the distances between fingers are all whole steps. It's basically a variation of a diminished seventh, right? We use it very often in virtuosic violin music, and that's what I want you to do now. Stop. Find me C, A, F sharp, D sharp, and all of the fingers are far apart. Go. Good. Now I want you to put the bow on two of them at the bottom, and I want you to at the tip, meaning bottom of the chord, and I want you to scoop and lift. Yum. Go. Yeah, but 2 plus 2. Yum. Very good. Stop. Do not overpress and do not overshoot. It has to be 2 plus 2. If you overshoot and you go like this, then you have to squish it and go be out of tune and ugly. Yum. You are pressing too much. That's good. Speed up the bow. Drop the first two fingers and vibrate the top. Yum. Ella. Speed of the bow on the top two notes has to be faster. Your bow has to leave the string in the fastest move, not in slowest. Go. Oh yeah, one more like that. Good. And now play that same chord and on the same bow pick up for me the D sharp. So you have to play. Do you remember I asked you to do this exercise with the fingers? Now it's time to put it to use. You go ta-yum and you drop the bow and you pick up that D sharp hum. The next note after the chord. So yum, hum, go. Yeah, only stronger, a little bit higher. Right, if you can play both notes, I'm happy. Go, ta-dum, tum, tum. Up and then down. So it's up, up, down. Very good. I can't see your fingers, but I assume that you did the first finger on the F sharp, right?
Fourth fingers?
First, as it is in the music. Don't push, move, and release the first two fingers and vibrate the top two. Bayam! Go for it, you're doing great. I don't mind if you miss something, but don't play ugly. You're always supposed to try to play the most beautiful way you can. Do not sacrifice the beauty and expression for cleanliness. I'm a very weird teacher, but just listen to me. Those who play perfectly clean and perfectly in the middle of the volume and perfectly without the passion make the violinists that nobody wants to listen to. Do you understand? They are boring. So I want you to break that chord. I want you to speed up the bow. I want you to tear the strings. If you break a string, I'll buy you a new one. But I need you to vibrate the top notes, otherwise the sound choked. Go. Break it. Vibrato on the top. Drop the first two fingers after you break. Lift them and vibrate the 3 and 4. Go. Yes. And that F sharp's supposed to be 1, not 4. Good. Now it's exactly the same thing. Repeats itself. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, triam, pam, pam. No, all 4 steps, not more, not less. Good. Oh, don't overpress and vibrate. Ow.
I wasn't pressing.
Up. You have to vibrate, child. Vibrate. You are too high on the top notes. Listen carefully. It's only a whole step, not more. That is a nice one. Now, make sure that you vibrate the top two notes. Go. Yes, ba-yam. That's it. Go on. And then go find the next note, and the next chord would be actually down bow. That's a different chord, not the same finger formation. Be careful. Yes, you're correct. G, B, G, F sharp. That is good. Keep going. Next note up. Find the top note. Perfect. That's the note. Yes. And this is down bow. Ta-dam, ba-yam. Yes, that's it. Perfect. These chords are really fun to play once you got them. And you went farther than any student in the first lesson of getting them. Do you understand? Excellent. Now the next part is more familiar. You practiced it. Turn the metronome again to 68. And if you can't play to 68, this is what you will have to do for me for the next time. And you don't have too much time because you were a brat. And you fought with your mother, and I love you anyway. But now you have less time to practice for the next lesson. Do you understand? Come on, hooligan. I would not change you for one bit. I love hooligans. Turn the metronome and let's go. Da 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 dee da da dee da da. Do correct bowing, do correct technique. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Go. Stop. You play very well, only that F sharp supposed to be a still on the up bow, but your shift was correct. Make sure you vibrate it, and please do not play faster than the metronome. Go. Okay, can you hear the metronome? Then play with the metronome. Every click, 3 notes. Go. I'm losing my voice. You are not with the stupid click. Da 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 dee da 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 dee da da yum. Go. And now with the correct bowing. Go. You played very well, but that's not the bowing. I would suggest to follow the bowing in the music because it is very good and safe. Go. Yes, keep going, you're good. Okay, good. Even though you are very slow, always distribute your bow smart. So go da 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 dee da ya. That last note needs more bow, so save the bow on the notes before. Keep going though. You're doing great. Yes. Okay, stop. It is amazing, but you played absolutely correct rhythm here. You played it backwards in the bone, but you played absolutely correct rhythm. I'm very impressed. Now look at bar number 93. Yeah, you can shift down for that G, but I would suggest just stay in the position and catch it with the first finger. See how that works. Be lazy. Go. Yes, very nice, but play with the metronome. No. It's you played absolutely correct, but for whatever reason you decided to wait before bar 95. No, don't wait, just keep going. Go. Perfect. Okay, good. Make sure that the bowing is correct, and then ta-da-dee, it's fast. But otherwise, you did fantastic work. So we will move on a little further. But your homework is to try. I don't expect you to succeed, because if you actually could, that would be incredible. But I want you to try to get as much of the second page as possible at this tempo. Please keep in mind that most of the time you try to play faster than the metronome. It is very important that you will get that rhythm down in a slower tempo. Then when you fly, it will be much easier. Do not bend the rhythm yet. Later on, I will teach you how to bend the rhythm a little bit and be fancy and expressive and whatever. But at this point, you have to be Korean. Play like a machine. Let's go C, please.
Okay.
Where is my metronome? Go.
I haven't done this before, but I'll try.
It's okay. Read. Okay, good. Stop. Yes, that top note is exactly the same as the previous. It's an octave jump. Do the Russian slide there. Da, 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 wah, and vibrate like crazy. Go again. No, Russian slide requires shift after the change of the bow. No, don't improvise. He was a good composer. Go, 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 go. Stop, stop. Do you see there are 3 sticks through that top A? Those are 3 clicks of the metronome. The third one, you can lift the bow, move your left hand to where you believe F sharp is, you will eventually know where it is, and smack it down like this. Pa-ra-pa-pa-pa. Go. It's a very violent music, you'll like it. Go. It's A for third position, home base. Da, ya, pa, pa, pa. Okay, good. Stop. Look at that. Not bad. Look at that last D. How many beats that last note has?
So,
What?
5.
No, only 4. 1 beat for the first 8th note, and then the dotted quarter is another 3 eighths. Your metronome is clicking 8ths right now. Now, go on for now. I need to stop pretty soon or I will stop talking, but I want to cover as much as possible. Go on. Perfect. Stop. That top note also has 3 beats. You're shifting very well, but you need to hold it long enough. Do this run again. Stop. You did fantastically well on that staccato. Yes, it slower than the triplets. Only the next part is up bow. And here is a little trick. Look at it very, very carefully. You see, you have 5/8 notes. How come? You're supposed to have 6. Huh? Oh, come on. You feel like a trapped animal suddenly. What did you do with your 6/8 note in that bar? Bar 102. See, Bensos, don't play. Tell me, how come there's 5 notes instead of 6? Give up?
I know, but I don't know how to say it.
In English. Okay, the 5 notes there is because the first 2 are a duplet. And if you look at the next bars, you will see number 2s written everywhere. I suspect the editor decided that there are too many things in this bar, and they just forgot to put the 2 there. Do you remember how hard I was teaching you to play 3 against 2? Now it's time for you to play 2 against 3. So you start. Also take a pencil, and in bar 102, the second note and the third notes, which are both G's, are syncopated, so put the slur there. And the same thing in every bar. The slurs, for whatever reason, did not quite cope it very nicely. So your rhythm is turn off your metronome, I will show you. So the second note of the duplet comes right after the second click of the metronome. Do you understand? When you will learn it and will play faster, it will be significantly easier. You will play just easy. Understood? All right, show me your final arpeggios and then we will start. Letter D, please.
Yay.
Can you play it with the metronome?
I don't know.
One.
I forgot to shift.
Yes, that's okay. The first one was good. And see, you are playing everything faster than the metronome. Please do not practice it without the metronome. Okay? I honestly don't know why. But from many years of experience of teaching this piece, I've learned that if the child learns it at 68, which is this click, perfectly through that page, everything at 68, and everything is in tune, in time, and everything is correct, then speeding up is very easy and fast. If you start playing back and forth in tempo, then you are going to get lost later. Understood? Well, today you did extremely well. I'm very proud of you, and I'm looking forward to the next time. Do not worry. Try to get as much done as possible, but do not worry. You are doing fine. Okay? But your goal is unbelievable goal. Try to get as much of that page as possible to the 68 metronome. All right? Mwah. Now I'd like to stop because I need to take a couple minutes break between lessons. All right? I love you, dear. Bye.
Bye. And
Okay, so let's get this thing uploaded, kid.